everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be my November wrap-up. So the month of November was the worst month of the year. Yay! Oh my god, I thought it was September with with 6 books I think that I've read in September. Yes, but no, November I read 2 books. Only 2. I was for some reason in the biggest reading slump ever. I didn't want to read. I don't know what's going on, and it's not because I haven't read a good book, you know. It's not because I was reading a bad book. That's really not the case. It's just maybe work was too crazy. Maybe I don't know. I have no explanation really of why I haven't read more. I started a bunch of books, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's start with some stats for the month, and then I'm gonna talk about what happened basically. So for the month of November, I read 2 books. Like I said, I read 1,120 pages. I listened to 24 hours and 32 minutes of audiobook. My average rating is 4.75. I read 1 horror book, 1 sci-fi. I read 1 audiobook, 1 physical. Both of them were adult, and also both of them were by male authors. So yeah, November. So let's start with the first book that I read in November, and that is Imaginary Friend. Oh my god, I almost hit myself. Anyway, it's Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. Wow, this book. I kind of had low expectation because one of my favorite book of all time is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. But it's a short YA contemporary coming of age story, so I was like, I'm not gonna like this adult chunk over book. I just doesn't make sense. But oh my god, I was so invested in the story and the characters and what would happen, and oh my god, oh my god, it was amazing. Seriously, took me a while to get through it. I started it in it took me 10 days. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But oh my god, that book, like I said, was amazing. I don't know. I just love it. I was so invested in the characters and the twists and turns. I wasn't expecting it. There's some characters that I thought were good, and they were actually assholes, and they were the main villain. I was like, what's going on? And some characters that I thought were the villains, they're actually good people, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? But oh my god, it was so good. Loved it. It was a 5 out of 5 star. It was amazing. I loved it. I think I'm just gonna read everything that Stephen Chbosky is gonna come out with. I don't know what to say. This was amazing. Next is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. So I finally read Red Rising. I'm so happy. This one I gave a 4.5 out of 5 star. I really enjoy it. I love the characters. I love the world. Oh my god, I want to learn more about the world. I felt like I really, when I was reading it, I really felt like it was kind of the Hunger Games. Let me explain. This is not YA, this is adult, but the game aspect, strategy, alliance to win something, and just the gruesome way to achieve your goal, you know, to win, was amazing. And that was what reminds me of the Hunger Games. Also the hierarchy I'm gonna say it in French, but yeah, just the lower class and the highest class, like the difference between them and why it's like that, and how it's enforced, you know, the rules and stuff for the people in the lower caste. But it was really good. I'm really excited to read the second one. I want to learn more. I want to know what's gonna happen. The only complaint, the only reason it's not a 5 out of 5 star, it's because there were some parts that were too rushed. Okay, that, like, especially in the beginning, it doesn't take a while to, like, things to really happen, and sometimes it's a good thing, but in this case I would have preferred to take more time with the main character and to just, you know, just to, I don't want to spoil it, but just to be more with the main character and just to learn more about him and just his motivation. And yeah, there were some parts that were going too fast. I was like, whoa, slow down. Whoa, it's hard for me to even, like, comprehend what's going on. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't listen to the audiobook, because I couldn't follow. It was going through too quickly. So I decided to read it physically, and that was a good way to do it. But yeah, that's my only complaint. So I hope in the later books it's gonna be more fleshed out, and just we're gonna take more time with the characters and the scenes and what is actually going on. But yeah, it was so good. This book could have been easily like 500 pages and I would be totally fine with it. But yeah, it was amazing. 4.5. Okay, now it's the pile of shame. Okay, basically I continue a little bit more of Feast for Crows. I wanted it to finish it, but I didn't, and my audiobook was returned to my library, but I put myself on the old list. So yeah, I'm waiting for it to come back to me, you know, to just finish it. I want to finish it at least before the end of the year, so I'm gonna read it in December for sure, this one. But yeah, I think I read like 50 pages more this month. But yeah, still I would have liked to finish it, but you know, things happened, and this month a lot of things happened. Well, no, actually, but feels like it. Next, I also started Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I'm reading it physically. I'm on page 28. I'm really not far into it. I'm enjoying it, but I put it down because I decided to pick How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi. I'm currently reading this also physically, but this one I'm highlighting some parts and just writing in it. So yes, I'm writing in it. I'm annotating it. I'm doing like a study of this. So I'm really enjoying it. But this one I'm on page 58. But yeah, I want to finish this one like physically before I jump back into Mistborn. But this is another book that I really want to finish before the end of the year. So yeah, those two I'm still gonna read in December. I also started The Death of Mrs Westaway by Ruth Ware. I listened to the audiobook. I'm really enjoying the audiobook. The audiobook for Ruth Ware's books are always Imogen Churchin. I think that's what her name is. I'm really enjoying this narrator. I think she's really great, and I think she's good for like the atmospheric books that Ruth Ware, well, the ones that I've read and listened to. I listened to the audiobook for The Turn of the Key and for One by One, and I really enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it more One by One because of the narrator. If it wasn't for it, I don't think I would have given it a 2.5. I think it would have been like a 1 or 2 stars. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. This one is really like gothic, dark, mysterious. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm on page 60, so gonna continue listening to the audiobook for this one for sure. And the one that I didn't start, damn it, is Emma by Jane Austen. So basically last month in October, I didn't complete my TBR. So in November, in my TBR game video, I picked a punishment, and that punishment was to read a romance book. I included it in my TBR game basically, and so the prompt was color. I picked the color green, and I needed to read a green romance book. I think I said I wanted to read Crazy Rich Asians, but I didn't own the book. I still don't own the book physically, and when I said I wanted to listen to the audiobook, someone commented that there were footnotes, and in the audiobook they read the footnotes, and it's really hard to follow. So I was like, forget it. So I decided to pick Emma, and I didn't even started it. So yeah, it's gonna be another punishment for December. Yeah, I didn't complete it in my TBR, so I'm really sad, but it was how I was feeling that that month, and yeah, it just happens sometimes. And I think I'm back into it. I think I'm back in reading, and also I think I'm gonna have more time in December just because school is done on the 16th of December, so I'm gonna have like half a month that I'm like free, completely free, because you know, coronavirus. I don't have like crazy Christmas parties, so yeah, so I'm gonna be stuck here, so I'm gonna read basically. So this is it, guys. This is my November wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.